Hey everyone, my name is Stuart, and today I'm excited to show you Pump View, a demo of how Pump View works. Pump View is a tool that allows companies to one, understand their past costs, and two, understand their future costs. And so today we're looking at AWS, but if you have GCP or Azure accounts, you can also connect them there. And that's one pane of glass where you can see all of your spending in one view. Right now we are on the playground mode, and the playground mode allows you to do a lot. You can change any date range, so you can do 12 months or 12 days of granularity. You can do daily, weekly, or monthly, and you can choose between bar and line. You also have different views. I like the hybrid view, but you can exclusively look at tables, and you can even export this data. But also, we have the ability to look at graphs specifically. So one really cool thing about Pump View is the ability to break down by many different categories and filter by many different categories. So let's say I want to filter by a particular region, and we obviously care about whatever's most expensive. So that is looking like to be US West 1 and US East 1. So we're going to filter by those two, and suddenly we're getting a little bit of a more clear picture. We can also even look at specific usage types to understand AWS Athena we were spending a lot on, and then we stopped. The DBM5 2XL is pretty consistent because it's a reserved instance, obviously. And this allows us to, if we're ever looking at a particular cost, we can see, wow, this was 50% of the cost for the filters that I have. One really cool thing is you can save these reports. So if you think about it, I have usage type and I'm looking at two particular regions and I've selected one line item. I can save this as AWS DPU hours report. I can save this and then tell someone, whether they're on the finance team or the engineering team or the DevOps team, to take a look at this report that I saved. And so that's exactly we can save so much time with Pump View, because if we wanted to track memory, for example, we were spending well over $150 a day on memory a couple of weeks ago. And ever since we created this report, it's now near zero. And you can see the breakdown is memory. There's already two filters. And this is really great because it saves so much time. And two, if you're planning on looking at a particular, a very specific service, a very specific usage type and region, you can just quit in seconds. You can go to this view, this report, instead of having to reset all the filters on Cost Explorer like you might normally do. And so our report tab allows you to also send particular reports. Let's say you just want an overview based on usage type of all your spend. Every Friday, you can send that to appear in a Slack channel or email, all for free. One other really cool feature for Pump View is the ability to have anomaly detection and alerts. So a lot of times companies that we work with, they're spending $15 on whether it's S3 or EC2 Weather or CloudFront or CloudWatch, and all of a sudden they're spending thousands. And obviously it's rare, but when it does happen, it matters a lot. And that's why we created budget alerts, but also anomaly detection. So let's say for a particular set of accounts, I want to understand the costs for CloudFront and maybe S3. And so once I select these two particular services, maybe I'm going to budget 12,000 every month. And once I reach 88%, I want to be notified and alerted that I have exceeded this amount. And that's all that's needed to do. You'll get notifications on email, on Slack, or on the Pump app, depending on the settings you have. And so you can do a lot more with Pump View other than what I just showed you. You can look at particular tags that you have saved. So if that's how you charge customers, even, you can look at a particular tag to see what services is it tagged, but also how much are different tags costing. And the possibilities are endless. Pump View is only coming out with more features, graphs, and reports, so you can easily understand your past cost and predict your future costs. Thanks.